Adell Harris, first-year head coach at UNC Wilmington. What are the keys to success for UNC's program, and what are your goals and expectations here in year number 1?
Well, keys to success, just for me, internally, our locker room has got to be tight. We have to not just like each other. I think we got to have a passionate group that really loves to compete at this level and work hard in preparing to succeed. So it starts in the locker room for me. Those are the primary goals in building, I guess, the next phase of this, the start of my leadership with this program. And then the second part of the question was what? Well,
just basically your goals and expectations.
My goal is that we compete every possession. We're a tough group. We play with a lot of passion. We understand the value in being able to play at this level, to compete in one of the best conferences in the country, to not waste our time that we have to play basketball, that we get all those phases, and that it's visible to everyone watching.
I asked you about Tusculum, 3 successful seasons there as the head coach. Tell us about your coaching style and what we can look for out of the Seahawks this season. Can you employ your coaching style right away?
To a certain degree, defensively, ideally I would like to have versatile pieces, a variety of kids who can guard multiple positions. We don't have that right now, but we will guard you. We're going to defend, we're going to rebound, we'll limit you to one shot, we'll contest everything. We got to be tough. Kind of nasty on the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, I like to give my kids permission to play. And ideally, you want to recruit players and not have to coach in plays. So offensively, they're going to tell me where we need to go based on their talents, because I don't know everything about them right now, and I'm not going to pretend like I do. But I do know they have a heart, and they can compete defensively. I do know that much. But offensively, I'll allow them to kind of tell me where I need to rein them in, where I need to release them and just let them play and be themselves. So that's going to kind of turn into its identity at some point during this year, but defensively be consistent for us.
The Seahawks had 3 returning senior starters off last year's team.
Yeah. Talk
about the potential of that group, and particularly seniors Garrett and Lee.
Both of those kids, have had an incredible, interesting college career. They're in their 3rd coach in their college career. Tawana Lee has her 4th coach in her college career. So transition and change has been a familiar thing. Both of them have been injured and had knee surgeries over their college career. They've been tested, and all I'm asking them to do is to kind of land the plane, to shine in the end. And they got to believe in me to get that done, and I got to believe in them. So both of them are not lacking talent. They can play. They're going to have to conduct themselves in a different manner and be more leaders, great teammates, great locker room people, and have fun and enjoy the moment. And if they can do that, they're good enough. Our seniors are good enough for us to be competing with anyone in this league. And so that's the exciting part about it, is watching them evolve and get to that.
There is an equal mix of returning players and newcomers to this squad. Who has looked strong in practice, and could see maybe some extended play, particularly early in the year, because it is early?
It's very early, and it's really early for me, considering, again, we've had so much transition with kids leaving our program during this change in coaching. Tawana Lee and Carnisha Garrett are 2 kids that obviously I can watch film and I can see them because they played a lot of minutes. But the rest of them did not play minutes last year. So I have no clue what they're going to be like on game day. I can see how hard they run. That's great. I can see how hard they go in the weight room. That's awesome as well. How they do with no defense on them. But I don't know who they're going to be when the popcorn starts popping and you start playing music before the game, and then there's the pep band and their families in the stands. And we're really competing for something of value. I don't know yet. But I'm open-minded. I'm willing to learn. It's going to be, a roller coaster in getting there and establishing who we are. But that's what it's all about for me. But January or February, we should be solid on who we are, who's playing, and what our roles are. And again, I just want to be competing with the best.
CAA sent 6 teams to postseason last year. 6. Yeah. As a newcomer to the league, what's your impressions of the CAA?
It's one of the best leagues in the country. You win in this league, you're top 25 in the country, period. It's been that way since I was in high school in the 90s, and Tisha Pinachero, it was, you know, throwing no-look passes, and I worked for Betsy Bloss at UNC Asheville, and she's told me her stories about James Madison and what it felt like to beat Penn State in that game to advance them to the Sweet 16, first time in school history. So you win in this league, you're one of the best in the country, and that's where we want to be.
Coach Harris of UNC Wilmington, thank you.
Thank you.